So today we're going to be talking about knee and hip turns. This is going to be the basis for about 80% of everything that you do in exotic, or for us, X tricks or X. It's a foundational part of anything you do for exotic, hypno-flow, or hardstyle. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. All right, we're going to go ahead and start on the ground. We have our butt sat down. You can either do this laying completely flat, or you can do this up on your elbows like me. For up on the elbows, it's a little bit more advanced. It engages your abs a little bit more. For down on the floor, this is for less flexible people and people that are only trying to get their hip turns and not really engage their abs as much. And both are perfectly fine. If you start out on the floor, you'll eventually move your way up onto your elbows. So I'm gonna start on my elbows. I'm gonna bring my feet up towards the sky. I wanna be pushing through the knees. Very, very important, no saggy knees. If you have saggy knees, then you need to move yourself down to the floor. The reason for this is when we engage our knees, we are now able to actually turn in the hips. So we're gonna keep our feet together or slightly apart, depending on how flexible you are. We're gonna go ahead and take our right leg out. We're going to turn our toes in towards our other leg. Our butt should be now facing that way, and then turn it the other way. So now our heel is facing the other leg. And turn, turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Go ahead and give yourself a rest, and we'll start on the other side. All right, ready for the other side? We're gonna go ahead and turn our toes in towards the other foot, and then our heel. Toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. From here, we're gonna do both of them. I'm only gonna go through these 5 times instead of 10, and then we'll move on. So we're gonna turn the toes in together, heels in together, toes in together, heels in together. And if you'll notice, this is also the basis for a very important torque move. So toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, toes, heels. Perfect. Give yourself a little rest and we'll continue on. All right, now that we've done that, we're gonna move on to our leg circles. For our leg circles, we need to incorporate those hip turns. We're gonna go ahead and take that heel out. We're going to then draw a circle and end with our toes out. So now that our heel is inward, we'll take that in, make a circle, and toes in. Other way, and other way. Yes, and you see how my hip is turning in and out as my knee is turning? That's going to give me a bigger circle. So let's go ahead and do that on the other side. We are turning the toes in, and ending with the heels in. Back, and 2, back, and 3, back, 4, back, and 5. Perfect. Let's go ahead and give it a rest, and then we'll start with both. All right, ready? We're gonna turn the toes in towards each other, so our heels are facing out. We're going to take 2 big circles, and then open. And back, for 2, and back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6. Perfect. Don't get discouraged if you can't do it right away. Hip turns usually take a little bit of time to loosen up that hip joint to be able to turn in and out into your full extension. So don't be worried if in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're not at a full extension, it's only a slight turn. You're going to focus on turning even more every single time. And if you are practicing these at least once every other day, within a couple months, you should have a really good turn in and out in the hip. I hope you enjoyed our tutorial today on knee and hip turns. We'll see you next time.